Welcome back to the Organization Motivation Thanksgiving Special. Well, in our last segment, we gave you great menu planning ideas and some great ideas on how to save money preparing for the Thanksgiving meal.
My stuffing is awesome. It's a cornbread, sausage, and pinoli nut stuffing. And an easy way to do it is to buy large corn muffins. Break them into pieces, drizzle them with butter, bake them in the oven till they're a little brown. Take them out, and you will add to it your brown sausage, your sauteed celery with pinoli nuts, some seasonings, a little white wine. Mix it all together and bake it. It is out of this world. Fantastic.
Oh my goodness. And you do not stuff your bird. You put it in a
I do not
separate...
stuff my bird. I do it in a casserole dish in the oven. Yes.
Great. And do you do it the night before?
I always do it the night before. The night before, many things the night before. I basically just do the turkey in the morning.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Next, Sue's going to talk about all those side dish vegetables. What do you do, Sue?
I love to prep the night before. Always peel the potatoes up. I put them in a cold pot. Get them ready to go on the stove the next day. I do a lot with my crock pots also, but...
That's a great idea. What do you do in your crock pot?
Well, when I have a big crew, I line my crock pot, throw the stuffing in there. Like I said, it's prepped the night before, room temperature. I put it in the crock pot. And then my vegetables, I always have the green bean casserole, and then I have to have a turnip for my husband. So
that's great. But all of those things you're doing either the day or night before,
Yeah,
and then you just
always.
put them in the refrigerator, and it makes
They're
it
ready to
very
go out
easy.
the next day.
All right, excellent. And Mary Carol's going to talk about desserts.
My favorite. Everyone has a traditional, like the pumpkin pie, the apple pie, cherry pie, that sort of thing. There can never be too many desserts because everybody likes to have a variety of desserts. But one thing we do at my in-laws' house is we have a contest. So it can be any sort of dessert you want to bring. Some people get really creative with little festive turkey cookies and that sort of thing. But just make it fun. People will enjoy bringing things and get creative and think of different things. And it is always helpful to have your son on the judging panel.
Yes, that's good. I love that idea. See, we're all about helping you find different traditions that you can do with your family. And I love the idea of doing a dessert off.
It's fun.
Yeah, that's great. The other thing is when we're talking about beverages, one of the things that I do, we live in upstate New York, so we are surrounded by apple orchards and we're very blessed. But what I do is I like to have cold apple cider always on hand for my guests. And then I also use a crock pot, and I take some of the apple cider and I put it in the crock pot, and I'll put in a cinnamon stick, a real natural cinnamon stick. I'll also put in some orange rinds, and I just let it cook, and then people can have hot apple cider as well. And people love that. You know,
And
we
the
have
smell must be fantastic.
It's amazing. And then people are, cold when they get here. They've just traveled for an hour, so to offer them a nice cup of hot apple cider is just really special.
And tip number 3, plan ahead to make sure you have enough utensils and serving dishes.
You know, Mary Carole, there's nothing worse than being on Thanksgiving morning, getting everything ready, and you don't have enough plates to put everything out, and you don't have enough utensils. So we have this really quick tip that we came up with a couple of years ago, and we'd like to share it with you. We like to take all of our serving plates and utensils that we're going to be using for this holiday season, and then we take a sticky Post-it note and we put it on each plate. One for corn, one for stuffing, whatever you may serve. Do that the night before so you're not frantically in the morning time looking for all of these things. Make sure you have enough utensils. Sometimes you just don't have enough serving utensils because there's so many side dishes at Thanksgiving. So another tip to help you with this is maybe if you have friends like Mary Carole, she travels on Thanksgiving. So if I needed an extra plate, I'd go to her house because she's not using hers. So think about that. Do you have other family members or friends or even neighbors that are going to be away not using their items, and then maybe you can borrow them?
That way, Deb, it also makes it easy for somebody else to help you out. If you're doing the potatoes, you can say, could you run and get the potato bowl? And they know, because it's right there on the sticky note.
We love planning ahead. It really saves time, and most importantly, it decreases stress.
One of the things that I find really helpful with the servingware that you use for the holidays is I have a bin specifically for any of my Thanksgiving servingware. So if it's a turkey platter, I have pilgrim pitchers, certain utensils that are only used on Thanksgiving. I keep those in a bin because they would never all fit in my cupboards. So I literally just pick up the bin, bring it upstairs, empty it out, there they are.
Beth, that's a great idea.
Tip number 4 is
Coming up, you're not going to want to miss tip number 4, which is going to help you save time and money. And we're going to talk decorations, Thanksgiving decorations. And we're going to give you all the tips on how to decorate your house on a budget. Coming up next. Follow us on Pinterest at Declutter Coach.